Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the camp.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Here's Trubisky to throw. Flushed out right. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this one too low.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the shotgun, Lawrence, he'll get that underneath ETN. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now a throw here, hauled in, finding room at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Lawrence will throw. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, 33 yards. And the Jags are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
This is Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. The return is Olszewski. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers. Right at the 50-yard line. They go play action with Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Foyesade Oluokun. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. A give to Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Dewan Smoot there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And He'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Now Lawrence to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Lawrence. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And some room to roam now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it. This is James Robinson taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10. It's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Keep that coming. Keep that coming. Hey, exit.
They'll run with ETN. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn it loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, anytime down here in the red zone that you can get a running back going lateral to the line of scrimmage, that's a plus for the defense. We all hear about the offensive guys saying, get north and south, get upfield. They didn't allow it at all on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence. And complete over the middle. He's got Manhurts, the tight end. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with ETN. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, ETN. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Being chased out. Now Trubisky lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. It's a jet sweep. Trubisky pops it forward. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Trubisky to throw again. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Try to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Harris running straight ahead. Down to the 25. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They run again with Harris. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Steelers have won the game. Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean, partner, they weren't able to really run away